Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we are back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Hey everyone, it is the second ESO stream of the year. I know, so weird. I streamed ESO every Sunday for literal years, and it feels weird coming back to ESO after doing Skyrim for the last several weeks. So, well, months actually. We've been in Skyrim for months now. But we're actually almost done with Skyrim, honestly, after all this time. But anyways, we are about ready to get started with the Necrom Prologue quest. We're about ready to get started with the Necrom Prologue quest, as I was saying, which is going to be incredibly exciting. I've actually already done it on my primary character, which this is not my primary character, believe it or not. This is just my stream character. And this is also our second stream from the PS5. So you've noticed that very quick load time and the much better graphics. Here, let me just show you. So we've been in Deshaun before. We've explicitly been in over here in Mournhold before. But Mournhold has never looked like this before. Oh my gosh. And Reewish is looking good in the better graphics. And then we're just going to come over here and look at this water. Oh, the shadows and the reflections on the water, the rays of the sun on the water. Oh, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm glad to be playing from a PS5 now. You know, when we do Necrom, we'll get to enjoy all of this for the entirety of the Necrom chapter. Of course, there's some things I'd like to come back to in ESO. I'd like to do some companion quests, and especially with Knife, which is the Argonian companion, because I feel like, you know, Argonian buddies should definitely do buddy stuff together. Okay, so we are looking for Luramil the Wise. So she should be here. She's been in the She'd been in the primary cities for each of the factions, and there she is. And this is my character's faction's primary city, so she's just right over here.
Proxy,
hey, Luramil.
I plucked you from the flotsam of chaos for this specific moment. The tides of fate swirl around you with glorious fury, Proxy. The future of at least 2 worlds hangs in the balance. You have a talent for changing destiny. It has been noticed. Hence, I bring you an offer from the one who knows.
The one who knows?
The Prince of Fate, the Guardian of the Unseen, the Lord of Secrets. Perhaps you know him as Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Knowledge and Memory. He has seen many paths forward, but only one where both Nirn and Apocrypha survive.
You want me to work for a Daedric Prince? I apologize about that. Hold on a second. You want me to work for a Daedric Prince?
I want you to help preserve the realm of Apocrypha, to keep the reality of Nirn from unraveling. At this particular moment, in this specific instance, the fates of both realms are inextricably linked. Will you do as the Prince asks and assist me?
Alright, I'll help you. What do I need to do?
First, you must acquire the Emerald Glyphic. It resides in a vault you can access from 3 locations. I shall open a portal to each, and let fate guide your path. Once there, this book will reveal the vault, and this talisman will return you to me.
Okay, tell me more about the book and talisman you gave me.
The tome is one of Hermaeus Mora's books of forbidden secrets. He provided it to lead you to the vault that houses the Emerald Glyphic. Read the book after you step through one of the portals, and it shall guide you to the hidden location.
And what about this talisman?
A curious fetish, is it not? Legend has it that this petrified, rune-covered tentacle was a gift given to a priest of the one who knows, sliced from his own body. Acquire the glyphic, then use the talisman. It will open a portal to return you to me.
And who are you really, Luramil the Wise?
No one of consequence. Just a simple scholar who made a bargain with a prince more than a century ago. In exchange for glimpses of forbidden knowledge, I occasionally undertake missions for Hermaeus Mora. Now hurry. Forces gather while you tarry.
It's not my fault you have so much dialogue. I encountered glyphrics before. Tell me more about them.
Glyphics are creations of Hermaeus Mora. Each one contains knowledge or a memory. With the proper coaxing, they can be urged to transform into a tangible version of the concept within. You need the contents of 3 glyphics to assist Hermaeus Mora.
Why do I need 3 glyphics?
These 3 specific glyphics contain the concepts that, once released, shall solidify your association with Hermaeus Mora for the length of this crisis. I have already acquired 2 of the glyphics. You shall obtain the 3rd.
I feel like I don't need to ask this since we just went to Apocrypha in the Dragonborn DLC in Skyrim, but who's Hermaeus Mora again?
Are you not acquainted with the concept of the
The
Daedric
Daedric Princess.
The most vast and powerful of all the Daedra and the rulers of the realms of Oblivion? Hermaeus Mora is the Prince of Fate and the Master of Apocrypha. He sees and knows everything.
Let's see, which portal should I use to reach the vault?
Portals. Fascinating fissures in space. They open to other places, other times, even other realms. What was the question? Oh, which portal? Whichever appeals, Proxy. They lead to the Horvor Pit, Rootwater Grove, and the Ondil outskirts.
Okay, and I actually know which one I'm going to go with. We've already been to all 3 of these locations before in this stream series. If you, you'll have to watch the entire backlog of videos on YouTube, on my Stephen McKellop YouTube channel. I'll need to change my YouTube channel name at some point. Tell me about the Ondil outskirts.
Ondil is an ancient Aldmeri ruin in central Oradon. Plague-infested peasants patrol the outskirts surrounding the ruin. Be wary if you decide to use the vault entrance located there.
Alright, I think I know which portal I'm going to use.
Excellent, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora chose well when he selected you for this delicate and important task. Now go. The fates of multitudes, both in this world and beyond, hang in the balance.
Alright.
Once you select a portal, the others shall close. Let fate lead
Let
you.
fate lead you, Proxy. I really like this. See, this one goes to a delve. This one is not a delve. And this one is... So, I want to go to the Heartivore Pit because I want to see what it's like in a delve. It was very different at Rootwater Grotto. So I'm kind of interested to see what it'll be like in this delve. Book of Forbidden Secrets. Oh, that's a nice green tinge to everything. Yeah, by the way, our eyes are glowing with, like, Hermaeus Mora green right now. Oh yeah, I finally got around to fixing my, my spammable. And of course, my potent brew wore off. Oh, there's the next one. Somebody must have just cleared all the enemies in here, because I haven't seen a single one of the little demon ticks yet. Wow, this is I didn't realize this delve was so big. It's not all that big, honestly. It just feels just feels big the way it's leading me around the entire delve. Oh, hey, there's the delve boss. Hey, punk. Here we go, portal to the Emerald Glyphic Vault. The Solidarity of the Eye is a small fellowship devoted to the Great Eye. He directed us to guard this vault. I didn't get to finish reading, unfortunately. Alright, hold on. I'm going to pop a Witchmother's Potent Brew. I'm also going to pop a Jubilee Cake 2023 slice. Yeah, look at those tentacles. It's all eyeball-y and kiwi and like, I mean, as long as I didn't get some of the tentacle, I mean, I'm not sure what the tentacles are made of. I don't know if they're actual, like, calamari or if they're, like, marzipan. If they're marzipan, it wouldn't be so bad. I'm not the biggest fan of marzipan, honestly, but... Hold on, first of all, where's my chicken? There's my chicken. Isabel, where the frick are you? So it may take me a second to relearn my rotation, because it's been several months since I last streamed on this character. Well, I mean, technically that's not correct, but am I wearing the Ring of the Pale Order? I ought to be, since, yep, I went through the entire dungeons with the damn thing on. There we go, so much better. Yeah, it doesn't reduce their maximum hit points, but it gives. I have something that's mobile and useful. Yeah, you can actually check all the different bookshelves and stuff as you're going through here. They actually made a nice little like dungeon for this. It's like it's really cool actually. And by the way, these are vampires, so. Unfortunately, back in the day, I could have equipped my special vampire killing staff and used it to wipe these guys out much quicker, but they got rid of that enchantment. So, or they didn't technically get rid of it; they changed it so it's like nowhere near as powerful anymore. But it used to be one of the best PvE enchantments for when you were fighting Daedra and the undead. So. Yeah, somebody just killed the Dustsaber Blood Knight. Yeah, those runes are not playing around. They do a lot of damage. So there's some people playing together. That's nice.
We're still standing. Be proud of
And there's a soul gem. If you want to grab a soul gem, you can. They've got backpacks to loot when they actually have loot inside them, because those are completely random whether they have loot or not.
Chosen. Good. Thought I'd have to fend off another assault. The Great Eye sent us visions. Told us to protect the Emerald Glyphic until his chosen agent arrived to claim it. But our order doesn't have many warriors. These vampires overwhelmed my fellow believers before we could marshal a proper defense. We receive many visions from the Great Eye. It's how he makes his will known to the faithful. I am Dralis, a devotee of the sodality of the Eye. We were told to protect the Glyphic until you arrived to claim it. I also acquired this letter. I have no idea. I took it from one of the vampires, but it's written in some sort of code. You're working with Laramil the Wise, aren't you? One of the Great Eye's favored mortals, despite her lack of faith. She might be
Well,
able
somebody's
to...
overly judgmental. Alright, I'll give the letter to Lurmil, but what's the glow around the Emerald Glyphric?
A protective shield placed by a powerful priest of the Sodality. It has stymied the vampire mercenary so far, as only Fate's chosen may pass through it and take the glyphic. I suggest you do so with all due haste, friend.
Feels weird being the chosen of Hermaeus Mora. Alright, I'll take the Emerald Glyphric.
Hurry, friend. You can't assist the Great Eye without the Emerald Glyphic. Take it and depart before more of these mercenaries arrive. Just be cautious of her. Her thirst for knowledge doesn't preclude her from being the threat foreseen.
Why do you think Lurmil will be part of the threat foreseen?
It's a suspicion, nothing more. The Sodality of the Eye recently learned that some who profess to have the Great Eye's best interests at heart are actually working to undermine Apocrypha. Is Laramil among them? I can't prove that. Not yet.
Okay. Why are these vampires trying to get the Emerald Glyphric?
The Dusk Sabers are mercenaries from the Telvanni Peninsula. Someone hired them to reach the Emerald Glyphic and acquire it before Fate's chosen could do the same. I don't know who they work for, but the letter I gave you may hold the answer.
Tell me about this place in your order, Daros.
The Sodality of the Eye is a small fellowship devoted to the Great Eye, who you call Hermaeus Mora. He directed us to guard this vault until you arrived, and we have fulfilled our mandate, despite the deaths of so many of the devoted.
Okay, that's good. We'll take the Glyphric. Takes me a moment to put my hand through, but I grab it. Now we use the Petrified Tentacle Talisman. It's so wrong. Look at all the eyeballs and tentacles and Hermaeus Mora. I just still think of that meme. I am a male, female, eldritch abomination looking for male, female, forbidden knowledge, and someone posted, Hermaeus Mora, I know that's you Daedric piece of shit. Daedric piece of shit.
Carrying you to the required shore. I observed the effluvium of possibility and noticed a proliferation of sudden potential. I assume that indicates you were successful. Did you have any trouble acquiring the Emerald Glyphic?
I have the Glyphric. Mercenaries tried to get it first, and many cultists died to protect it.
Enemy forces move against the one who knows, just as he anticipated. I mourn for the deaths of Hermaeus Mora's faithful, but grief must not slow our progress. Still, I wish we knew more about this enemy.
One of the Solidarity of the Eye survived. Dareless, he recovered this letter from the mercenaries.
Dralis. Yes, I believe our paths have crossed before. This document is written in an obscure code. I shall endeavor to decipher it while you find the Shrine of the Golden Eye.
The Glyphric's counterparts?
I believe you are familiar with the Onyx and Umber Glyphics.
Am I familiar with them?
I carry them. We need them at the shrine to formalize your arrangement with Hermaeus Mora.
I'm going to have to look into this more because I don't know where those came from.
Only his followers know the location.
Hold on one second. Let's pull it up because she might have quest unique dialogue that I don't realize that she has. Yeah, there's quest unique dialogue here, it looks like. But I don't know what the full extent is. Unfortunately, the website hasn't done extensive look into it, so How do I find one of Hermaeus Moore's faithful?
Let me mark your map. 2 of the faithful I am acquainted with reside in these places. Talk to Mildenor and Basian. They should be pleased to provide Fate's Chosen with the location of the shrine. I shall
You aren't a
meet
follower
at
of him.
each to make introductions.
You aren't a follower of Hermaeus Moore?
I am a seeker of knowledge, a chaser of wisdom, and a delver of secrets. Long ago, I made a bargain with the Prince of Fate. In exchange for glimpses into Apocrypha's forbidden tomes, I undertake missions such as this from time to time.
So you're not a Daedric cultist.
I leave the supplication and exaltation of the one who knows to Drollis, Basian, and their ilk. My association with Mora is strictly professional. Now, come, Proxy. Time is a precious commodity when the fate of 2 realms hangs in the balance.
Goodbye. Alright, so there is one really close to here, so we're going to go there first. And, oh, it's my ilk. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I haven't really been using these solo mounts anymore, because I now have multi-rider mounts. Look how cool this is. That's right, get on board, Isabel. Woo, we go!
Mildenor keeps a room in this cellar, Proxy. Mildenor.
Well, he did keep a room in this cellar.
We must ascertain what transpired here. He must have snatched that from who.
Your new patrons demand satisfaction. The Glyphrics are in play and are required to make the assault on Apocrypha. You have, Apocrypha? You have been tasked with acquiring them. Should you fail, dark visions and a painful death will be the least of your concerns. Complete your mission, and I will meet you to claim the Glyphrics, one who remembers. Interesting. Scorched Rune.
Runes of destruction.
So let's get a good look at this. Rune of Destruction.
Protection.
Powerful magic that overcame
Let us
Miller's word
compare
protection.
observations, Proxy.
Yeah, he dead. Like, I'm not a doctor, but... Yeah, no, he dead.
Mildenor set wards to protect this chamber, but their energy was burned away by those runes. Only a powerful devotee of the one who knows could utilize such magic. A follower of Hermaeus Mora killed Mildenor. Perhaps even someone he knew.
Would Hermaeus Mora send one of his followers to kill Millenor?
No. The one who knows rarely gets that involved in determining the course of fate. This was the work of a traitor. One who claims devotion to Hermaeus Mora but works to advance the threat we have been tasked to stop.
The scrap of paper suggests someone else is seeking the Glyphrics in order to assault Apocrypha.
Hermaeus Mora told me that adversaries were gathering against him. I wondered why he never told me who they were. Perhaps he doesn't know. But how is that possible? The one who knows everything. As for the Glyphics, we will keep them safe.
What now, Literal?
We must reach Basian before this betrayer gets to him. Learn the location of the Shrine of the Golden Eye. The best way to keep the Glyphics safe is to get to the shrine and use them as Hermaeus Mora instructed.
Alright, let's talk to Basian.
Hopefully Basian can tell us how to reach the Shrine of the Golden Eye. I shall meet you at his location. I just hope we get there before the traitor silences him as well.
I think Drellis suspects a traitor as well. He warned me to be cautious of you.
These are the situations that make us flinch at every shadow, Proxy. If Drollis also suspects a traitor, that means we follow the same trail. His only mistake is assuming it was me. I seek to assist you and save 2 worlds. Nothing more.
Okay. Get on board, Isabel. We ride! We ride for glory! We ride for glory and the sweet taste of water's smooth skin. Actually, I don't think... Argonians don't call people smooth skin, do they? That's kind of a ghoul... I think that's a ghoul thing in Fallout. There's a lore book I've never picked up before. How did that happen? I'm still like over a whole level from capping the Mage's Guild skill line. Which is really sad because I really want that meteor ultimate ability. It is so nice to be able to drop a meteor on somebody. It just feels so great when it comes crashing down and smashes into them. It's like, oh, you don't like me, well, I don't like you either. Smash. Oh, why are you dual wielding, Isabel? I guess I wasn't trying to max out your skills. I need to put you back to tank.
Thank you so much.
But I think I was trying to max out her skills. Yeah, I was trying to max out her skills. Because I've got Destruction Staff at 9, Two-Handed at 3, Dual Wield at 13. Ah, well. I think I have most of her... No, I was working on medium armor. I haven't maxed out... I haven't started on her light armor yet, but all of these are maxed out. And of course, all of these are maxed out because she's a max level companion, so...
This work isn't going to do itself.
There he is, and he's alive!
Fate's chosen. The golden eye so rarely elevates a mortal. But I can see that you aren't just another of Nirn's common rabble. How can I assist you, Chosen? Just keep your voice down. Followers aren't appreciated in these lands.
We need to go to the Shrine of the Golden Eye. Can you tell us the shrine's location?
If only I could, Chosen. Our master demands the utmost secrecy, and we must be careful around non-believers. Many would injure me, or worse, if they suspected I consorted with Daedra. Whenever I go to worship, I am blindfolded and led there by others.
Can you tell me who usually leads you to the shrine?
Naraheda always takes me to the shrine. I'll mark her camp on your map. May the Golden Eye lead you to the knowledge you seek, Chosen.
Alright, let's go and see what she's up to. Yeah, you do that, Lettermill. Do 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 do. We go riding through the land on top. Ooh, look at the water. I need to stop getting distracted by the water and the grass and the rocks and oh my gosh, this game is so pretty. I can't wait to see what the Elder Scrolls 6 looks like. Skyrim can be pretty at times too, especially on the next gen consoles, but like, and of course with mods, Skyrim looks even more beautiful, but I do hope that the elves in Elder Scrolls 6 look more like their ESO counterparts than their Skyrim counterparts. That's just all I'm going to say. Oh no, well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure she's dead. Draelus, you're here. That's suspicious.
As soon as I learned of more threats against the faithful, I came as quickly as I could. Unfortunately, I arrived too late to save Naraheda. I'm glad you're here, though. I wanted to tell you what I uncovered concerning the traitor, Laramil.
Why do you think Laramil is a traitor?
I'm not at liberty to divulge the secrets of my order, But I can tell you that Laramil plans to use the glyphics to betray the Great Eye. And Naraheda whispered, Laramil is the doom of Apocrypha with her dying breath. What more proof do you need?
I was hoping Niradale could tell me the location of the Shrine of the Golden Eye.
I can help you with that. The faithful in this region tell a riddle. Where claw meets prey, beneath open air, in stone, shows the way. I believe it refers to the location I marked on your map. Just remember, stay alert around Laramil.
Thanks for the information, Draelus.
May the Great Eye lead you safely to the Shrine of the Golden Eye, Chosen.
Is there a difference between the Great Eye and the Golden Eye?
Hermaeus Mora answers to many names, more than the blades of grass in these fields. I belong to the sodality of the Eye, and we revere the Great Eye. The Golden Eye is a different sect. We are not so many, however, that we are unaware of each other.
So, why did you come to see Niradale?
As I conducted my own investigation of Laramil's treachery, I discovered that someone was hunting the Prince of Forbidden Knowledge's faithful. Naraheda was a friend. I wish I had gotten here sooner.
How do I know you're not the traitor, Draelus?
What an absurd accusation.
What an absurd
I've
accusation.
done nothing but go out of my way to assist Fate's Chosen. And this is the thanks I receive? Believe what you will, I've told you how to find the shrine. Do as you see fit, Chosen.
You're incredibly suspicious, I'm afraid.
Murder. What happened here?
Both I and the Chosen arrived too late, Laramil.
Curious to see you in this place at this particular time, Draelus.
Even she knows something's up.
Forget who's actually one of the Great Eye's faithful, Laramil. Now, I have my own investigation to continue.
Come, Proxy. I deciphered the letter. Draelus's presence here. The one who knows never suggested they had any of their faithful dealing with this threat. No matter. With Basian's help, I was able to decipher the letter Draelus gave you.
So what does the encoded letter contain?
Orders for the Dusksabers, vampire mercenaries from the Telvanni Peninsula. They were hired to steal the Emerald Glyphic and take it to the Shrine of the Golden Eye. It also contained a riddle to direct them to the shrine's location.
Draelus told me this riddle where claw meets prey beneath open air and the stone shows the way.
Draelus, The coded riddle was slightly different. Where claw meets prey, the farthest corner in the largest hall shows the way. I suppose the shrine could have two entrances. I shall mark your map and let you determine the proper path.
I guess one of these will lead us to the Shrine of the Golden Eye.
I had hoped the letter would indicate who hired the mercenaries, but no. Anyway, the Shrine of the Golden Eye lies somewhere in Claw's Strike, Proxy. I shall meet you there. Once inside, we can use the 3 glyphics as Hermaeus Mora instructed.
Why do you keep calling me Proxy, Laramil?
Does the term offend in some way? It is a perfectly appropriate word for one who acts in the place of another. Hermaeus Mora has chosen you to act as their agent in this matter, hence Proxy.
Draelus thinks you're the traitor. He says you plan to use the glyphics to betray his master.
Is that where his investigation has led him? To a conclusion as inaccurate as it is absurd. What do they teach the followers of the Prince of Secrets these days? My interests lie in accumulating knowledge and saving 2 realms. Nothing more.
Yeah, the first rule of ESO is always trust the quest-giving NPC. Although that's not always strictly the case, but most of the time you can trust the quest-giving NPC not to betray you in ESO. Like, I know a lot of people were suspecting Lady Arabelle, with her formidable skill and connections, to be the Ascendant Lord. And I was really glad she wasn't, because, like, the Ascendant Lord was a jerk. Girl, you got the beat right, doing anything you best. Yeah, if they ever decide to make an Elder Scrolls Online 2, like, that's set in Akavir or in a different timeline, you can bet your Batootie I will be playing, well, you can bet your butt that I will be playing an entire stream playthrough of that. And hopefully right out of the gate, like, the first week it comes out. That way I can build a character up through all the DLCs and expansions and stuff, like I've been doing with this character. Because we played Greymore when it came out, we played Blackwood when it came out, we played High Isle when it came out, and we're going to be playing Necrom when it comes out. So, yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that we missed, but, you know, I wasn't streaming. Like, I made Reewish before Elsewhere came out, so we technically could have done Elsewhere when it came out. But I didn't, so... I made him, I started streaming as him, but I didn't get very far into it. Claw's Strike Delve. Adoption of the Riddlethar. And of course, the load screens are so fast that it's really hard to finish reading. Alright, so this is Luramil's entrance, and we're going to that one. I've actually already done Draelus's entrance, because I decided to do something different. I was like, you know what? I am going to go for the unexpected, and I am going to trust the non-quest giving NPC. And let's just say that I want to see what happens with the other entrance, because I've already seen what happens with Draelus's entrance. So I'm curious. This was the plan from the start. We haven't been in this delve for quite a while. Although I think we actually came here earlier this year, didn't we? Or not this year, but last year. I think we went through here last year. Oh, it's so nice. Hey, would you looky there? The boss is not up. Well, that works for me. Shrine of the Golden Eye.
No! You were supposed to use the other entrance!
So yeah, apparently they were not expecting us to come through this entrance, so... Which means Draelus did tell them which entrance we were going through. You know, I just like to know what these Dusk Sabers, like, the Dusk Sabers were they hiding from the Grey Host? Like, because it wasn't all that long ago, there was an army of vampires, like, and werewolves, like, going across the land, you know, recruiting and torturing vampires. In fact, they created the Blood Knights, and there's some Blood Knights in the Dusk Sabers, so maybe they had something to do. Oh, look at that. Oh. That's hentai waiting to happen, my friends.
Protect us from harm.
Here we are.
Did you evade or dispatch the ambush I set for you?
Alright, Dreas.
I'll take your
I have a surprise for you. It's a storm, Atronach. Will you let me get my, my rotation going? He's down. Alright, we get the Glyphrix.
Bring the Glyphics here.
Okay, bring the Glyphrix here. Got them.
Drollis was waiting for me when I entered this chamber. He actually employed
violence.
From me. I am glad you were able to overcome him, Proxy.
So, Draelus was the traitor. He killed Milinor and Narhi. These names are...
He admitted as much when he took the Glyphics. He rambled on about his new patrons, but never revealed who they were or who else is involved in this plot against Apocrypha. Now prepare yourself, Proxy. I sense the one who knows approaching.
Old Tentacle Face himself approaches. Every possibility counts.
Into this moment. Come, mortal. Speak with the one who knows.
By the way, there's no way to get up there.
I foresaw that you were the one mortal in all of Nirn to aid us. I also saw you die at the traitor's hands.
I just realized I can't use lips reading to...
I am pleased with this version of events. That the traitor Drollis has fallen and the Glyphics are secure. Very pleased.
You knew Draelus was a traitor?
I know a great many things, mortal. What may be, what will be, what will never come to pass. It is my nature. I saw that you would reveal the reason for Drollis' betrayal, but I only caught a glimpse of our true enemy.
You mean the Dusk Sabers?
The vampires? No. They are merely hired blades working for another ambitious mortal. I refer to the new patrons that Drollis chose over me. The Daedric princes he pledged himself to. He died before I could pull their identities from his mind.
Well, we pissed off quite a few Daedric princes, so there's quite a few people that could be on that list, but it also could be Daedric princes we haven't annoyed, although I doubt it's Tangerine or Shia Gorath, or, I also doubt it's Azura, and I also doubt it's Meridia. So, let's just look at the most likely culprits. Malakanth, Molag Bal, Mehrus Dagon, who should not be able to annoy us at the moment because we just smacked him down just a little while ago. Because believe it or not, these events actually happen pretty close to each other, so like he should not be in any state to cause trouble right now. Nocturnal, who has gotten her strength back, so also she might be, but I doubt she's going to be again so soon. Mephala is a possibility. We're kind of due for a reckoning with Mephala. Clivicus Vile, of course. He was kind of annoyed at us during the Somerset DLC. Yeah, those are the most likely culprits anyways. Alright, so why did you lead us to the shrine, Hermaeus Mora?
Because this shrine is one of the few places on Nirn where I may manifest, where I may communicate freely for a short while. As Lyramil explained, I require your assistance. Help save Apocrypha, and you will also preserve Nirn.
How do I help save Apocrypha and Nirn?
First, enter into an agreement. A contract that binds us for the duration of this threat. It also guarantees that I will do nothing to harm you, your interests, or the mortal realm. You are the chosen of fate. Now, bring forth the Glyphics.
I'll use the Glyphic.
Bring forth the 3 Glyphics and activate their power, mortal. They will call into being the agreement that will bind us and ensure that this is neither a trick nor a coercion. You will help preserve Apocrypha and thereby safeguard Nirn.
You don't look like any Daedric Prince I've ever seen before. What are you exactly?
I am the mystery at the end of existence. The first secret whispered at the dawn of creation. I am the guardian of the unseen, and the question unanswerable. I hold the knowledge forbidden and untangle the threads of fate. I am the one who knows.
I really wonder if they got the same voice actor from Skyrim to voice Hermaeus Mora for this, because it really doesn't sound like they did. Tell me about Apocrypha.
I created and rule over Apocrypha, my endless repository of knowledge in the vastness of oblivion. Every secret known to mortal and immortal resides here, as well as many known only to me. It is a realm of fate, time, and wisdom.
How will saving Apocrypha preserve Nirn?
Many realms of oblivion have a relationship to the mortal world. Some believe that Nirn is a reflection of the Daedric realms, or that the Daedric realms are an echo of Nirn. Regardless, Apocrypha and Nirn share a powerful connection.
I love those echoes. They really, really went all out on his voice. And that means?
If my enemies succeed and damage or destroy Apocrypha, the resulting ripples of fate will unravel the mortal world. In short, Nirn will cease to exist. You must help me to prevent that fate from coming to fruition.
And we start to see the first ripples of this multi-year adventure that we're setting off on. So they said that this was going to be a fully fleshed out story, but it was also going to be part 1 of a multi-year adventure. So I'm assuming that these Daedric princes aren't going to give up after we thwart whatever attempt they're making against Hermaeus Mora.
Exactly what Laramil told you. You shall render what aid is required to preserve the course of fate and keep Apocrypha safe, thereby protecting Nirn. Moreover, the contract specifies that I will not force you to act against your own best interests.
Okay, let's sign this contract. Oh, that looks really nice. Contract with Hermaeus Mora. I question signing a contract, especially a contract that I can't actually read. But, okay. Take the quill, dip it in the ink. Oh, they must have put so much time into this animation. The contract turns back. The glyphics.
The deal is done, just as fate foresaw. Laramil will explain the rest. Now, I must take my leave.
See you next time, Tentacle Face.
We can talk back in the dune outskirts, Proxy. Now we are both connected by our agreements with the Prince of Fate. Next comes the harder task, saving Apocrypha, and thereby preserving Nirn. These dusk sabers from the Telvanni Peninsula. Without any other information, I suggest we start there.
You think whatever threatens Hermaeus Mora's realm is in the Telvanni Peninsula?
I think whoever hired the vampires is connected to the threat that Hermaeus Mora has foreseen. I shall make inquiries and meet you in the peninsula when the time is right. Await my summons. For now, take this. A reward from the Prince of Fate.
Complete quest.
I shall learn what I can about the Dusk Sabers and their clients. When I have gathered enough information to progress our investigation, I shall contact you. The threat is great, but the danger is not imminent. Not yet.
How are you going to learn more about the Dark Sabers and their clients?
Research is one of my passions, Proxy. I was a scholar long before I entered into my arrangement with the One Who Knows, and I have learned more about uncovering truths and revealing secrets in the years since.
Anything I can do to help?
Go about your usual business and await my summons. The threads of fate tell me that we must separate for a time, but we shall come together again when the moment is right. Until then, stay safe, Proxy.
Alright, and that is the end of the prologue quest for Necrom. Only took about an hour. Let me show you the little reward you get for completing this quest, in case anyone out there is wondering if they should do it or not. Where is it? Oh, I forgot about that. I think it's unstable. No, not unstable. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Unstable emerald glyphic. See, you study it. You quickly grab some paper to try to write down some information, and it explodes before you can finish. And you're like, ah. All right. Well, that is going to be it for today. I will see you Sunday for Skyrim as we continue Tasha's adventure in that region. But of course, for the time being, this will be it for the Elder Scrolls Online. We will reconvene the week of. Hold on, let me check because it's June 20th. I think is the release date for. Hold on. So it's in 2 months. Yeah, it's June. The week of June 20th is when the Necrom Prologue quest comes out. So we will reconvene on June 25th for the Elder Scrolls Online as we start the Necrom chapter the week it comes out. Thank you very much, and I hope to catch you next week, everyone. Goodbye.